What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today we're gonna be looking at a cutoff raise and we flat from the button at 30 big blind. So flat calling from the button. So this flop one check. Here we are on the turn.
Do you ever
Not a,
bet here? Do you ever bet here to get like ace jack, ace queen, ace king to fold?
Think we check because we got showdown, no?
I'm playing, I mean, when you commit to the checking line on the flop, I think you kinda keep going. This eight is not like anything amazing for us.
Um,
I mean. Yeah, this is a tough spot. Okay, so how wide are you bluff catching here is kind of the question.
the thing is, we don't have the best ace highs because we free bet them, right?
But even on this line, we just have so many single pairs. We have 6x that reverse trips. We have like pocket deuces, pocket four type hands.
I mean, we don't have many six X's, I don't think.
So we should have 6x. 6x would definitely play like this as a check,
Yeah,
check,
check
check,
flop,
check
check
line.
turn. Yeah, exactly.
So my question is, what in his range is betting like this? Okay, so he's got
He also
bluffs
has
and,
rivered 6x.
yeah, so
Yeah,
bluffs and 6x. Does he make this kind of bet? Does he take this kind of line with anything other than a six?
Yeah,
Diamonds,
king high, queen high, maybe. If we didn't have with no diamond.
exactly. Jack eye here, try to get better to
Yeah,
fold.
yeah, I'm talking more from the value, like bluffs are easy, like he's gonna take this size with bluffs, he's gonna take this size with six. What else in his value does he play check, 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 bet big with?
Nothing.
Well, he never has a nine, in my
I
opinion.
don't, I don't think he has a lot of nine X either, to be honest. Um. So I mean, if he's only repping a six or a bluff, I think like you have to start pulling from your ace X with your bluff catchers. So then the next question is, does it matter? Does ace four take priority over like ace jack or something like that?
I think so.
Well, I mean, if he's not finding value bets with his better ace X, I don't think it really matters, right?
I think
but
the jack with like jack 10 is the one you don't wanna block.
Yeah, 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 that's fair.
yeah.
You're right.
And
You're
okay,
actually,
I
so
can
you're
split
saying,
some. I can actually split some hairs here. There's six of hearts and a six of clubs on the board. That means the sixes that are remaining in the deck are the six of diamonds and the six of spades. So it'd be
Mhm.
kind of nice to have like the seven of diamonds or five of diamonds, seven of spades or five of spades in our hand. I think those would be good blockers.
It's probably
This
mixing, right?
one's
50
this one's pretty
50.
relevant.
Fold
He
against
could
a
have
human
six
and
four
call it a human.
suited, so I'd rather have ace four spades,
Mm.
Ah, okay. Could he
right?
have 6-4 suited?
Yeah, he opens cutoff with, well, no. Yeah, no,
I think it's
No.
close. I don't, yeah, I'm
no.
not, I'm not 100% sure.
But
I'm gonna,
five and seven for sure. So like if I had ace
Flip
five of
off.
spades, I'm much more happy to bluff catch here.
hmm,
I
spades.
think it's mixing, right? 50 50.
Yeah,
Fold against a human, call against the machine.
I don't even know if you fold against a human, to be honest.
Yeah.
Cause they're not, I mean, they're not taking a bunch of check, check, checks
That-
lines. So
That's
like,
fine. I know what you mean. You gotta
yeah.
call sometimes here.
So
My,
now my,
Louis,
my,
can you check my
my-
hypothesis of seeing if we like some of those diamonds and spades, like having a five of diamonds, seven of diamonds, five of spades, seven of spades in our hand?
so like you were talking about Louis, having ace, jack, not great, jack's not great, ten's not great, queen's not
Yeah.
great.
I
Looking
found
at
that
ace
too, but
five,
why a queen? Queen seems to be really bad too.
Queen
Why?
ten, queen jack. I mean, I think it's just,
Queen eye as well. Queen eye, did you think about queen eye? Look
I
at
mean, like
queen
the
eye.
queen. We don't want a Broadway card because they're the bluffs, right?
You don't wanna block queen eye. Pretty
that's
quick,
right.
really sick.
Yeah.
I
We
like
don't
that.
want to block jack high or king high either.
So let's take a look at, his Tim's hypothesis here real quick.
What was it? The 5-7, right? 6-4? No, he's.
You,
Well,
I think he,
that's spades,
yeah, exactly. So look at ace five and let's look
spades
at
and
the EVs
diamonds are
of
better.
different. Yeah. Um,
This is the cutoff betting range.
So yeah, spades are very good to have. It breaks
Clubs.
down a little bit. It's kind of weird. Clubs are bad.
So
Hearts
that's
are,
the cutoff, right?
This is the
hearts are
cutoff betting
good.
range.
Oh, I was thinking about blocking sixes, but I was neglecting that he could. But I guess like, oh, he wouldn't check. He checked diamonds on the turn. Why do we? Why is it bad for us to have diamonds? Kind of weird.
Well, this is not our range. Louis on the
Yeah.
wrong page.
That's what I was trying to say. I didn't want to say it 4 times, though. So you would look at ace five to kind of walk through his hypothesis. And clubs are not great. Spades are not great. Is that what you were saying, Tim, or is that backwards from what you were saying?
Diamonds are
Kind of-
good.
From
It's
what
kind of
I-
backwards from what I was saying. I was expecting spades to be fine, diamonds to be good. Yeah, it's weird.
Interesting hand. Yeah,
It just goes check, 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 check all the way, and then he has some queen eye and king eye that he's trying to get ace high to fold with.
I think the key component here is like the bluffs are kind of whatever. But like you have to figure out what, if he's value betting more than a six. If he's value betting more than a six, I feel like this kind of bluff catch is bad.
Yeah.
But if it's a six or just a bluff, I feel like this is a pretty good one.
Yeah,
It looks like he was value betting the small pairs there from the range.
Well, then you gotta ask yourself if they're doing that in real life for that size. And I don't know if someone's turning a small pair into a, they're taking pocket fours and saying, bet for value. If
But-
they are, I'm marking them and, not bluff catching them anymore.
bet small.
Yeah, so, I mean,
Yeah.
sevens benefits from a small bet here or a check, I think is what we were kind of seeing earlier.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
earlier there was two overcard. Now there's just kind of one. Although there's.
Right, it's a little more disconnected too, like, I mean, there's connection with like the 8 and the 4, but he doesn't have a ton of like,
You know what, checking, I think
I kind of
checking
like,
better.
I kind of like the mergey bet here, though.
Mergey as in the smaller one?
Yeah,
Okay. Good call, Joey.
yeah, it's smaller, I check
ooh,
both fine.
So
So he bets really small.
Gotta raise, no?
I feel kind of confident playing raise here, I think.
Raise big?
He raised pretty small, so if he raises, I mean, if he bets small, we're gonna raise bigger, I think. I would go 6-5 here, yeah. Now, the question is, do you play raise if you don't have the spade?
Yeah,
you
I
con-
think so. It's just a matter of
no.
SPR and set.
I think the blockers better.
Well, you could take a look real quick, just since we're
Yeah.
here. It might matter, it might not.
I think
I
we
mean-
just like,
He bet so small, I think you might still raise regardless, but it'd still be interesting to look. Yeah, so they're all raising.
we would bet without the spade on the flop.
Wow, you could be raising a little nuts.
See this here? Or
Not really, right? You're playing more checky,
Uh,
checky.
where did they go?
Where did all the,
Sevens go. The suited
well,
one.
you can't have the 7 of, yeah,
it's a
yeah, yeah, yeah,
scam.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's a scam, never mind.
and also,
Yeah.
do we ever three bet this?
Yeah, I mean, you can 3-bet this kind of stuff, Joey, like, 30 big blinds cut off first button, it's gonna be like, fine. I don't think you're gonna be making big mistakes.
Yeah, that's where part of your range is going, Louis.
Ah. So, wow. Thank you, Joey. Oh,
So having the two overs and the
Mhm.
added equity of the straight draw kinda make me wanna go big, but. It's a paired 10. 10's a really contested card. I don't think you can be that disrespectful. I would go bigger than 1.35, I think, but
pair board, we just,
Yeah, but also it's so drawy. He has like all kinds of queen X, jack X,
yeah,
king X.
exactly. So it's like there's
Yeah.
some competing things here. You can't go too big because trips are available for both. But I
What do you
think,
do against a raise?
you gotta call.
Well, you gotta call, yeah.
Yeah, flat.
His bluffs, we dominate a lot of his bluffs, which is nice, like stuff like
I'm going
Either
2-2
here
here.
or here, where are
two
you?
point two is fine. You're gonna bet this a lot, though. 1.3 is probably fine.
1.3 is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say, all three are probably decent option.
My only issue with 1.3 is like, you're almost asking for this sometimes.
That's what that's why I went to bet smaller or check.
Yeah, you just call. You just have a lot of equity and
Do
you're ahead
you?
of his bluffs.
Do you? Is it
You gotta
alright?
call. You gotta call.
Okay,
Uh,
Check.
Oh,
yeah, I'm kinda with Lewis. I wanna play check. Cause you're behind his value. And I think you have a bluff catcher.
you mean king, queen? We block it and
and
then
a blocker and defend against the overs. Yeah, check.
it has to be 8-7, which would be the bottom of his cutoff range, right? So it's like. I wanna bet here a little bit, no?
You're just isolating yourself against his value. Like he's got 10x here still. He's got straights here. Like
Okay,
you could,
Disaster if he
well,
jams.
oh, yeah, Louis, you're right.
Ah.
It's fine. It's definitely, you can definitely bet here. I
cause
would
I
play it
feel
as,
like a 10 would never stop here.
I would play it as check personally, cuz I wanna catch value from his bluffs in game, I think.
Like,
Oh,
does he have
yeah.
any tens that are giving up? My guess was he's going with bluffs.
Yeah. So you gotta use the appropriate language. He's not giving up.
He kind of, he's checking them a lot, though, right?
Yeah, I was thinking like, he should have some 10x in this range.
I thought he was mixing, but not that much checking with 10x.
Well,
And what are his straights doing? Straights.
Mixing.
Yeah, the straights are more aggressive than the 10x here.
Are they? Seems like,
well, the queen is a
mixing both.
special, queen times a special hand.
Okay, so,
You're open-ended with.
we're still value
Right.
bet. Let's go. And then, oh my,
Yeah, get wrecked, nerd.
yeah. Listen, we need to call here, but in game, I don't think calling is,
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I don't even think this is a call. I think this is like indifferent at best.
this is.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Look at that, 87. It's not even close.
okay. Well, I mean, I'm always folding if somebody does that to me, so for me, it doesn't matter, but I thought
So-
we needed to call here.
So let's back it up and play the more interesting spot. Play check. Let's see how he does with check instead of just like overplaying your hand and getting wrecked on the turn. No. Bet like no, bet, get check raised and then play check instead of blasting into him. Yeah, this one. Now he should jam a lot. Now you just call. I feel like this is, it's even indifferent. Wow. Okay, see, this
Wow,
is
it's
what,
been different.
this is pretty wild.
Yeah, so that means he has too much tens. Or straights.
What's he gonna show us? Queen 10? 10
He's
9?
gonna
So-
show
No,
us
not 10-9.
something
So,
painful.
If we're this week with a jack here, then why do we bet it on the turn?
I don't know, man. That's what I was saying. Like, I felt like, betting the jack was overplaying, but it's
I
definitely
thought
a
it was a
reason.
great idea, cuz he didn't have any tens. But,
Hello, Shirley.
oh. Just a nine, we got him. Look at this in French today, coup correct.
Alright, okay, so of all the ace sevens, do we wanna bet this one the most or the least?
I'm thinking the least,
Cause you don't have the back door, right?
but it's pretty bad, so it's so bad that it might be one of the the ones that we wanna bet. And just get rid of.
Yeah, I think I play check. I think I don't wanna bet this one necessarily,
know
but
what?
I
Do
could be
you get-
wrong.
Do you get a better ace to fold? Do you get ace nine to fold? No.
Probably not.
Of the eight, ace ten, ace jack, nothing, none of this is.
So check it out. You're blocking the folds actually, cuz like he's gonna have to continue with all his better ace X right here, his suited ace X.
Yeah. So not great, right? Not great.
Yeah. But it does bet some. It
Yeah.
does bet some. So you should look at the other ones, like the suited ones, see if they're kind of like, you know, getting a little more excited about the situation.
See, they're so bad, like it's betting ace seven anyway, cuz
So just hover A7 so we can see the frequencies. Yeah, okay, so it's true. This one's bad. You're blocking the folds. Because the suited ace X that he would fold, you're holding. So you want the equity to drive your betting here.
Yeah.
Having a seven's good, having the backdoor flush would be good enough. So. You pick, I wouldn't click it that quick.
too big.
So you pick up equity. A 5 now is good.
Yeah, but
You're
look at
un,
this size. Think about this size.
so he's got hands like king 10 of spades that are doing this.
Yeah? I agree.
I don't know. I think it's close. I think it's close.
You wanna play a two street guessing game?
I don't know. Anybody else have any opinions about this spot?
I'm folding, man.
I'm folding. You got three pure outs,
It's too big for what we have.
possibly six.
Possibly 6.
He could be ahead though.
So there's gonna be a portion of there's gonna be a non-insignificant portion of the time that he's gonna make this bet and give up on the river. Is the other part about it.
Uh. Yeah, but. Okay, so we're probably very heavy in mixing here, right?
Kinda
I
feel like
agree.
it's too big, though. I mean, at the end of the day, he's polarizing kinda big. We'll see. I wasn't so sure, man.
Yeah.
And that's 43. 43 is enough to say, that's a mistake.
What's the number you try to look for there? Because I base it on pot share, percentage of pot share.
So,
Three.
I mean, like, I kinda try to just think about it like, I don't have a hard, fast answer for that, but like, if you're making less than 0.1 or something. And it's really indifferent there, like, you can probably chalk that up to like, like population's not gonna be finding that kind of stuff, but 0.43 is pretty significant. Like, that's 43 big blinds per 100. Like,
I'm trying to figure out how I convert that to pot share, because that's how I do it.
gotcha. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I'm not either. I'll have to sit down and figure it out.
You can look at it this way, though, like, this calling with ace
43
seven
seems
here.
high.
Yeah, calling with ace seven here is almost as valuable as just calling with sevens. Like sevens is 64. It's more valuable than tens. Tens is 0.4.
Just
So
because
what,
of the equity you develop.
Yeah, yeah, I was
It
just
becomes
gonna
better
ask,
than
what,
ace jack.
mhm.
is there a chart that shows what your equity in the hand is then? By calling these,
Think you can see it somewhere, yeah?
that'll tell me pot share.
It gives you a nice little heat map. So yellow is in like the middling range.
It doesn't give you a percentage though.
Equities are not great. It's,
Seven suit, ace seven clubs, is it?
I think like we have a range advantage, but he has a clear non-advantage that we're nowhere near of.
There's, okay, there's equity 47, but that's all kinds, right?
I think.
Yeah, so what's ace seven of clubs equity? Is there a way to see that?
Yeah,
Because, it's gonna be too low.
ace seven of clubs is 0.43.
It doesn't show equity though.
You took the
That shows
percentage.
equity.
Oh,
Chris was,
33% equity.
43%, 0.43. EV,
Louis, I think he's looking for the strategy plus E EQ.
is he?
So he's 57-43 is, that's what I'm trying to see.
Okay, yeah.
based on-
Oh,
Okay. So that's a huge minus pot share. I would fold that then. Even though the solver says to call is fine. I would fold.
How do you sort that out in real time though, Chris?
Wait,
You spend 200 hours studying the hand and note shit that Romero gave me. So you can't do it at the table. You have to do it away from the table.
Got it.
But
you're gonna-
there's just spots where I
So
know
you're-
the pots.
you're saying you're gonna fold a hand that has 43% equity when you're getting 2-to-1 pot odds? That doesn't make sense.
Well, it does make sense because the people I play against aren't solvers. They don't think this way. So
Fair. Well, that's a fair
my
point.
game is way different from your guys' game, and you should never change to my game if you're playing online because it's totally different.
Yeah,
People,
it's good
there's
situational awareness. It's good.
there's three simple points to live play. One is their aggression continuous or discontinuous? Because continuous is strength and discontinuous is weakness. And then the average sizing, is it above or below 33, 55, 60 flop turn river? That tells you if they're strong or not. And this is right like 98% of the time. And the last one is how wide is their range? I don't even need to use MDF. I can do it now by range. And then I know the pot shares you get from spots and how to funnel people to the most profitable pot share spots. And that's kind of what Romero taught me. So
It's good.
it's
Nice.
super anti GTO though. So that's why I'm hesitant to study this stuff anymore because it's really gets me confused on. But there's three different games. There's high stakes, which is 100% GTO, and he showed me like Michael Adamo. Everything he does is within GTO, but his frequencies are wrong. So let's say it says 10%, Adamo's at 60. He's way too aggressive, but he's aggressive within GTO. And then online, you guys are like a 70% mix of that, and I could explain what he told me about that. But your ranges should be wider than GTO for online. And then live, my button open live is 90%, not 52 or 55. And for you guys, it's supposed to be 70, he said, which is crazy. But how many people are using RTAs while they're playing too?
Good,
alright,
fair point.
let's start
Yeah.
over again. I don't know what I'm doing here.
But interesting shit.
So,
It really is.
yeah, thanks for sharing, Chris.
Live is 100 times easier than what you
I
Uh,
would play check here, to be honest.
yeah, I would as well, and it's not good. Why do you think it's not good?
10-7 deuce. We're unblocking the flush continue. I mean, I don't know.
Then it misses his range, deuce misses his range.
I mean, the deuce is okay for our hand. Like, we do have some extra barrels that we can pick up on the turn of the river, but I mean, how many are clean? Like, he's gonna have flush, he continues, the water gets really murky really quick. Is what it feels like.
Yeah. Right. And so, how do you construct your strategy on 10-7 deuce with a flush draw?
Feels polar.
Polar, so,
Yeah, so more checking, more bigger betting. And you see some of that, but I mean, there's a lot of 33 in there still.
How much are you guys three betting that hand in first place?
What, yeah, I mean, a lot, but like I'm kind of
Like
more
90%.
interested.
I'm three betting that a ton.
Actually, at this stack depth, not really. At 30,
Oh,
Uh,
sorry, I didn't see this.
yeah, at
No,
30,
at 30 plus though, yeah, 30 plus, I am. I'm three betting, I prefer to be 40 or 50 plus deep, but I'm
Right.
still three betting this. Yeah. Just curious,
Hmm.
what just, I assume solver is 50-50 or something.
I don't think it's pulling
What's-
too much from the suited stuff at
But
30, just because you get four bet on a lot.
betting the tens heavy, that makes sense. We got some over pairs.
So
That-
hands like queen, jack, king, jack, I do a lot
Alright.
of this stuff, especially when you have the spade. Like, you're not heartbroken if you get raised, cuz you can just let it go, cuz it's like queen, jack, or whatever.
Yeah,
But there's like a lot of continuous barrels you can have here, to use Chris's language, right? So
what's
like,
an 8x or a 9x here?
you're blocking the straight continues, and there's good cards. I mean, those make sense too. Like, there's a lot of good continues with a hand like jack nine. An eight's a straight. Queen eight, okay, so like, if a nine comes, it's a good barrel. If a jack comes, it's a good barrel. I'm assuming hearts and spades are doing it the most. Yeah, so like, if a heart comes, it's a good barrel.
Alright. And then. These suited aces.
Yeah, the wheel's okay. I can kinda see where they're coming from with this stuff. It's just, I don't find enough of it.
See,
What about calling
we're
a
betting
spade
less
comes?
with the backdoors.
If you call and a spade comes, you get to barrel off, right?
You should be barreling some if a spade comes,
Yeah.
Alright,
cuz they should be raising some. Womp womp. Oh no, what have we done?
it's you.
He broke the wizard. This is such a good program, the more I look at it.
I don't know if you guys seen, but there's gonna be an IA very soon.
So
There's
there's
gonna be
a,
Uh,
there's gonna be a what, Louis?
An
he's just
IA
talking, he's
merge,
talking about ruse.
yeah,
It's the same thing that, Preflop Academy uses.
oh, so it's just gonna pick
It's,
edges.
it's Preflop Academy program
Ah,
being merged with GTO,
ah.
Oh,
We
but there's
bet
no
here, right?
locking.
We got a bet here.
So if there was one that you checked, well, I guess ace deuce of clubs might be one of the ones that you would check, but. I mean, I do a lot of betting here, to be honest.
I bet you're good hands.
Like I said, if there was one that you checked, I feel like ace deuce is probably it.
It's probably the one.
Oh, there are actually a lot of checking.
Okay, so we construct our strategy based on the kicker a lot.
Ace five to ace deuce is basically the same.
We like to have an 8 or a 9 in our hand a lot,
Mhm.
8x especially.
Wow, that's
Then it would be a 2.2 big blind or a 1. So bet small in general. So we should check. I mean, are we gonna check it down?
you check
Yeah.
twice?
No,
I'm
I
never,
think we bet,
I'm never checking again if he checks twice.
I think we bet small.
Passivity is weakness.
I think if you're gonna have one in your check range, this is a great one.
Say it again.
I think if you're gonna have one in your check range, this is a great one.
Mine would have been bad, I would have been.
We just call?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4 into 6. You can't raise it. I think a hand like this, like if you get some runouts where it just goes check, 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 check. You can take these really polar sizings on the river. Sometimes with these kind of hands.
Can you,
So-
do you think an ace is raising?
What's he gonna show us?
Bluff catch.
What's he gonna show us here?
Two pair is somewhat doing that.
What, the only
you-
two, the
Or
only two
big,
pair is
so-
6, 5.
You would have to remove the 5. The 5 the 5 completes too much stuff.
Okay. Alright,
But, yeah, there you go. He's got kings.
we win against pocket kings. He was gonna call two streets. The king is not great. But it's not
Yeah,
bad,
but I mean,
right?
we got trash. I would bet small here sometimes.
Yeah, I have one. You go one here?
My size is more mergy, like I have 25%, but yeah, I mean, like. 1/8 is what I would bet here in game or something like that, but this is fine.
Same EVs across the board, as long as it's small.
You just get folds from that. Okay,
Check back, right?
mm. It's a reasonable answer, but
Yeah, but
you could
you can
definitely be
stab.
betting here.
You can stab.
I'm with the check.
Yeah, I check.
I would call maybe. Yeah, definitely calling. He's
Do
doing
you
that
raise,
with
or
jack eye, with ace high.
do you ever bluff raise?
Why? You got showdown and you block.
And we,
You don't
yeah, we have,
necessarily have showdown. What do you beat that he's betting? This is like a value bet. He's gonna have like a 6 or a 10 or something silly here a lot.
Don't you think it's just
Well-
like jack eye trying to get the queen eye to fold?
No,
no,
I
we're,
don't.
we beat all his bluffs.
That's all, you can't raise, can you? No.
You do raise.
Half of the time.
See, I don't like the raise there because the range is too wide for.
So check it out, like a 10 here, like a
Under
10
the
makes
gun.
a 10 makes a lot of sense for this guy.
The 10 is calling your raise, is it not?
Not in game. You, you raise that guy and he doesn't have a spade and he's got a 10. He might here, though. I don't know.
So what was the solution? Or
I think 6.5 was the,
you wanted to raise what, to 12?
I don't remember. Just take the primary node. That's not all in. I would have joked, I would have probably gone somewhere between 9 and 17, something like that.
It's funny, Galen, Romero goes, oh, Pio's really easy. I don't see it that way, do you guys? It's incredibly hard.
Pio's easy, but he uses Odin.
He said Odin's easier to use, but Pio's better. He said Odin's number 2. But he doesn't factor wizard because he doesn't have it.
Well, I made the mistake
And
he
said,
did. I made the mistake he did. Odin's trash compared to wizard.
Well, GTO Wizard's not technically a solver.
Just call, let him bluff it off.
yeah.
You not click it a little bit.
You're behind his value. If he has ace
Let-
five,
let-
five,
let him bluff.
6.
Click it,
No.
click it,
The SPR, we can just call with the SPR too.
click it, click it.
Thank you, man.
Uh-oh, we got him. Now.
He's gonna show you a set of queens.
Ace
Does
five
he
of
have a
clubs.
5? Probably not.
Ace 5 of clubs.
No, it's clean, easy breezy. Lemon squeezy.
Easy money.
A 1,
I like betting small here.
1 for the money,
Nope, just check.
2 for the check.
The same EV for everything. Yeah. Nothing but showdown.
Okay. Ah,
Yep.
We call?
Pure bluff catcher, so flip a coin.
Yeah, we call because you don't wanna have king, queen here because queen is gonna be a bad blocker, whereas a 9 is meaningless, I think. So if you're gonna call with a king eye, you need to call like king 5 or king 9. And fold king, queen. Am I
Why
wrong?
do you see queen as a bad blocker?
Because he's bluffing queen, king, queen and queen 10, no? And then
No,
bluffing queen nine?
he's checking king, queen.
Yeah, I thought I would bluff queen 9. He is bluffing queen 9. See, he's bluffing queen 9, so you don't wanna have a queen in your hand. You
Yeah,
don't
but
wanna have a jack, a 10. But when it comes to a 9, 9 is equally bad, but I thought it wasn't.
yeah, but in our node, we're calling king, queen too.
Yeah, I know, I saw. But it wouldn't make sense to fold it because he's bluffing all the queen nines.
No Ken today, huh? Is he playing?
He's playing live.
Oh,
Oh, what's starting this early here?
what is it there? Oh, hello.
Not
Good.
even 11 yet.
Yeah. You gotta bet one here, I think, right?
Yeah, I think a small bet makes a lot of sense here. He's gonna have a hard time continuing. We get better hands to fold.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's small. He calls, okay.
How good is the king is kind of touching that bluff catchy range, but we have jack high. It's our problem.
Yeah, you gotta bet your no equity. Shit, you can't win if you don't.
This might be a small spot.
65%.
I don't know, I would just give up.
I don't hate checking, to be honest, but I'm kind of like, it's tough. Like, if you play check on the turn, you don't really have much of a path to victory. And he's gonna have some hands like 7-8. He's gonna have some,
We beat some stuff.
Bet
You don't-
14.
14.
That's what I would do live.
so let me think about that.
I can't win if I don't bet. And I unblock the spades.
Well, so your instinct's right, Chris. Betting's good, but I think, the sizing was too polar. We're just like, it's completely disrespectful to the board.
It would be 6
You
or
have,
8 here.
you have tons of missed draws, so I size up.
Yeah,
And
you
we
should size up. You
don't have-
definitely should.
Yeah, I overbet that. I would, if I had a 6 or something, I would overbet here. I'd go 2x pot, actually.
That's just jamming. Yeah,
He's never raising with, yeah, he's never raising with 5-7, right? And playing
Hey,
that down.
can't really do much with ace 10 either.
And he would have folded ace 10 to 1.5x. So it's a lot different from live though, because guys like all play the same, but don't play this way.
Alright, so interesting spot here. We have like our best unpaired hand, which is kind of like, evidence maybe for just playing check. Hmm,
I think it's a pretty good check.
I think I'd play check here.
Okay, no spade, right?
Having the heart? Hmm, do we need to bet is the question.
We're still at the top of our showdown range.
Yeah, maybe you just play check. No, you start betting a little bit sometimes because of the heart, I think, but checking's fine.
Maybe.
Just show it down. It's fine. Just show it down.
Ooh,
We didn't lose anything versus a trash ace.
Yeah,
Wanted to-
you have that pair, you got 0.
I like betting 2 here or 1, 3, 5. Think the 8 is just too trashy to polarize anymore.
I like a little more to protect the jam.
Two? Oh no, 135.
Oh, good call. I mean,
If you got a better kicker, I'm with you, Chris.
yeah, no, good read by you. I mean, 0.01 doesn't matter, I guess.
I don't think you can do anything other than call. We're unblocking some of his bluffy raises, so like,
Mhm.
I like calling.
Yep. Only option really, right? Yeah.
You're behind his better, oh god, that's not great.
Eee, fold,
I don't think you get to fold yet, cuz he's got spades and hearts that he's barreling here.
Yeah.
1%. Oh, that's silly, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just saying like, well,
Well, how about screw you, sir?
that's pretty,
He's just rip.
man, alright, so you gotta really think, this is close. All of the flush draws brick, he could
Uh,
be,
I'm
he's
good.
got
We call.
hearts.
We call.
I'm calling.
Having an 8 is pretty good here.
Calling.
So,
Hey, I'm
alright, so constructing like his check raising range on the flop, he's gonna have like ace four, ace three in there. And, the ace on the turn could just be a triple off at some
Mhm.
frequency.
Mm-hmm.
He's also gonna have, I think spades probably shut it down. But he could definitely have hearts in this range also.
You can
So
have
that's,
queen 10. You can have like king, queen.
he's also gonna have, he's gonna just show you ace jack here sometimes too, I feel like though. But I don't know. I feel like it's close. I
We
think in
block his
game,
jack pretty bad, pretty good.
yeah, we do. I would probably call. I don't know. Christ, it's
We're
gotta be
gonna
close.
call because the 8 blocks none of his bluffs and a king or a queen would be a fold for us. My guess.
Maybe.
Oh, 100%.
That's a lot too. I mean, 1, 2, 3 is definitely a lot. We gotta look at his bluff range now. We gotta kind of walk through that.
Look at this. Having a queen is bad. You mix folds or. Oh, it's folding spades.
Oh, that's why, okay.
Okay, mixing with spades, right? But it's still the idea that having a queen in your hand is bad. I found that one.
Hearts is the bad one.
The 9
Cuz
as well.
you are blocking his bluffs if you have the heart. Having a 9 doesn't
The,
appear to
the
be great
jack,
either.
the 10 also is bad. Look at this, jack 10.
But yeah, they're all calling except for the heart one.
Yeah.
Except, and well, that other one.
So
Yeah.
nice.
So like, what, go to his range real quick. Let's just look at, see what he's barreling off with. Isolate spades just to kind of fact check first. So is he tripling off with spade or is he check raising it off with spades or whatever you wanna call it? I think it's under breakdown or something. Remember? They moved it over to the left. And then you can isolate it somewhere.
It's a,
Yeah, so you can isolate spades first. So he's giving up a lot of spades. You see, the top ones are a pair, so those are why those are tripling off. He has king six and queen six. But, for the most part, yeah, spades are giving up. Now let's look at hearts. I feel like hearts are gonna triple it off here.
9, 8 checks.
Grayson.
Yeah, that makes sense. Blocks.
What happened? Do we lose? What, do we lose Louis?
we're here.
What happened with the, did you look at hearts?
Yeah. Oh,
What, did hearts rate?
oh, hang on. Hang on. So here, here. Here.
Yeah. So you wanna look at their jam range from the cutoff. And isolate hearts now. Down, 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 down. Yeah, right, hearts. They don't have a lot of hearts here, but. Looks like the ones that they do, I guess they are. You'd have to make it more like,
Why is it so dark though?
that's kinda what I'm getting at. You'd have to, you gotta fix it somehow. I don't know what's going on with it.
Okay, there it is. This is what you're looking for?
Yeah, just wanted to see. So it is barreling off more with hearts than it is with um spades. It's shutting down on the 7, obviously, because you make a pair, you got showdown now. You don't need to bluff it. And I guess it's deciding the same thing with the 5. But yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Anyways, yeah, we can move on.
At 10 here, I think you wanna bet.
Um. Yeah, I don't know. I think I played check here. I could see an argument for betting though.
EVs will be the same anyway.
Think you structure around what you would do with pocket tens?
9-5, 9-5, 9-6, 9-5.
More like a check, it seems.
Yeah, a little bit more there, right?
So we got, like, we can bet other portions of the range, I guess.
It's interesting. This is like almost in that good enough ace high to bet for value. Like it's ace queen, ace
Yeah.
jack, and then falls off for this one.
Well, the pattern I'm seeing is every check, 20%, 33 is all within 0.1 on every flop. So it doesn't matter.
So I would also be careful reading into that too much. It doesn't matter versus a perfectly balanced opponent. Cause that's where the
Yes.
EVs are coming from. It's gonna matter a lot. Given like your real life opponents and figuring out like,
Oh yeah, that's way different. That's not even close to this, but yeah. But I'm saying for this program
oh, you're right. Yeah, I mean,
against, against a GTO player who plays strictly GTO, none of it seems to matter until you get to the turn.
yeah, I would call here too, Louis. Whatever. I don't know, man. You gotta pay
What a scam. What a
You
total
gotta, you
scam.
gotta pay the guy sometimes. You gotta
These are
fold.
my favorite spots to raise, actually.
Yes.
Oh, set. Nice hit.
Alright, I could see some betting here. You can keep barreling on hearts. A jack's good. An eight's good. Like, we get better hands to fold. It checks a lot of boxes for a bet, in my opinion.
Okay. Makes sense. High cards, right? We would
Mhm.
prefer a spade. But
This is a really bad card. I think this is. I mean, we're right in the middle of his bluff catching range. He's gonna be continuing with like the ace of spades, ace of hearts also, so I think the club is actually particularly bad. Um. Uh, the jig is kind of up, like, we're kind of blocking the hands that we want him to have continuing with also now, when the ace hits. Um,
Yeah, and we had backdoor straight draw that would come in on an 8 or a jack or a 6 or a king, and this is none of those things.
yeah, I think this is just bad. I think we just play check. And
I
try to, damage control.
would size up here.
But like, what about when you
Yeah,
have like jack 8, jack 10, a
Why would
single
you-
spade in hand, like anything.
Why would you size up here?
Because we get a 7 to fold, we get a 9 in the pickle. This hand class, if we had a better king eye, I say check. If we had anything like. But this here can get a king eye to fold.
It just sucks because you're just like zero equity and he has some check back. You know, he has some aces, like it's very reasonable for him to just, you know,
Majority check, you guys had it.
check call ace jack of hearts on the flop and he has it now.
Easiest call of my life.
Yeah, I'm almost surprised that we don't raise. Oh, yeah, okay, two spades.
Your big bet on the
expecting a-
turn would have probably got him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
folding king eyes.
You got scam.
So the 10, pretty attractive properties. Your unblocking is continues though with the backdoor flushes.
Aye.
I can't read what that says.
Access violation.
Monday French lessons instead of wizard.
I like this spot better anyways. Um,